Right then, we're going to look at, very briefly, we're going to look at the monitoring accuracy, and we're going to look at that across subjects. There is another one that looks at it within subjects. So we are going to start with a year 13 grade point. Let me just show you what I've got on here. I've got 3 internal year 13 monitoring points, and then I'm looking backwards to the exam that was sat the summer previous. And I'm doing that so that I can compare what my current year 13s are doing and just get a line in the sand really as to what my subjects looked like prior to this academic year. Now, just for the purpose of this video, we're looking at the principles and ignoring what was happening in real time in the context of these exam years, okay? Let me start in the subject area. There's my 3 internal grade points, and that's the 2019-20 outcomes, okay? So I'm looking down my subjects, and I'm looking at what's going on currently and what was happening this time last year or the previous outcomes. So for example, if I look at my biology department, who are sitting nicely on a grade 3 here, and I think, okay, what were they last summer for their latest outcomes? They were a grade 4. So a grade 3 is potentially realistic, and I'd be happy with that. I might be looking at my English language department and thinking grade 6, this is good because they were a grade 7 and they're moving in the right direction. But just note that the English department started on a grade 8. So that was their first data drop of year 13, and they've now jumped to a 6. So I guess you're just asking some questions about the accuracy of that 6 compared to that 8. Now you're having to do quite a lot of work here to look at sort of the different scores and how they're changing over time. So and particularly look in the maths department, the scores jumped by 0.2. So if we just jump now into the monitoring accuracy area, it does give me a little bit of a hand. So I'm going to start with a variance tab, even though it jumps to difference, and then let's just look at maths again. So can you see that you've got here the 4 grade points that we had selected, and you're looking at that grade 8 there and then that grade 4 there, and it's actually giving you the biggest difference. So it's calculating what the biggest difference actually is. It's actually between these 2 grade points, but I can see visually that there is a big difference in something somewhere, and I can start to unpick that more easily. So this gives you an overview. If I flick into the difference one, it only ever shows me 2 grade points, and so I get an absolute difference between any 2 grade points. So what I can start to do is I can start to manipulate my grade point selector to show me what I want to show. So these are the sort of data drops between the latest year 13 and the one previous to that. I can see the score difference, and I can sort on that by going click, which is low to high, click again is high to low, and then click again is back to my original. So let's click to high to low. So can you see that sociology department, since the last prediction, have jumped by 0.15. Now that's 3/4 of a grade, and it's 26 students that have shifted. So that might be very accurate, and that might be all well and good. It's just allowing you an opportunity to ask those questions of the sociology department. Now, if I want to manipulate these 2, best thing to do is to pop in there and then just manipulate my grade point. So I can delete, or I can move around like so. And if I do that, then I've got, again, click, click, that's low to high now. So I can see that from last summer to my latest prediction, my ex-cert and business studies teachers are predicting quite a significant drop. So again, that's a concern over accuracy of predicting in the opposite direction, to say, are you sure? And how can we intervene now? It's only February, look. How can we intervene now in order to bring them back online? So the bottom line is, with this monitoring accuracy area, is use the pages that you've got there, but use the grade point selector to give you what you want.